God, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. That's right. I'm trying to raise this stat boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal. So anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team and I'll send man airborne like...
Welcome to the very Jack, the gentleman.
This bout,
we've waited a long time. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice counter. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. What do we expect to see here in round two? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter punch caught him clean. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Beautiful counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. No rest for the weary. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fist. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about about Dempsey in that last round? Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Stamina is off the charts. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you're going to get some before you get in close.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Straight right just misses. Missing with the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice defense on that hook. A perfect counter shot. Talk about Dempsey in that last round. Time for the 5th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good defense on that right hook. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight with fight.
Despite what the judges score. And that'll do it. Patterson goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He's been knocked down. There's the bell to start round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? No rest for the weary. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is.
And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
That uppercut does not score. How about that time counter shot? Boy, this next round is going to... Here we go. It's round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
It happened. You saw it here.
What? Bro, what? He can't be blocked.